I do. But you told me with the confidential, do you let anyone inside your mind? I'll put you in total, the things that we've been through. I know you're not flashing, you're like you've been through.
Good morning, currency kings and queens. I am back with another video. The market is not open yet, but we are currently pre-market, and I just wanted to go over how I look at the market in the morning when I wake up. I get my coffee. I do have it in my little special mug. So when I wake up, get my coffee, start scouring the news and the charts. I just wanted to continue to enforce habit, consistency, and just having a routine, which helps you out as a trader. You have to be pretty stable across the board to be a successful trader. If there's instability or you not following what you're supposed to follow, that's going to affect what you do on a daily basis. Whether you're seasoned, whether you have experience, whether you're new, or just getting into, finding your way, getting your edge. But I just wanted to bring this to you just so there's some transparency there and so that we can relate. Because a lot of people just don't show certain aspects of their trading. And for whatever reason, some of those things really help other traders to grasp the concept of what they're supposed to be doing and how to do things that you typically wouldn't see on camera. So let's get to it. Thank y'all for tuning in. And remember, if you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bells on. Let's go. So I'm coming right to the charts, and just like before, we are gonna always start with the news. What's going on in the market today? How do you wake up and see the market? There's some things that you can look up. Sorry for the noise, y'all. There's some things that you can look up and see to help you get a market sentiment. The S&P 500, the Dow Jones. If those are up, more than likely some of the other things are up concerning the US dollar and gold if you trade commodities and things like that. As far as on the pairs for Forex, you're going to look at the actual. I use TradingView a lot of the times because it gives me news from all over the world and in different countries. So looking at TradingView, the actual pairs I'm looking at today is EU, GJ, and I think GU. We have some news coming up here in about less than 8 minutes. I just wanted to do the pre-market thing because I let you know how I look at things to kind of choose what I'm going to trade. I have a small, let me show you here. I have a small little list right here. But if you notice under these tabs here, I have futures and indices and crypto because I just don't limit myself to what I trade. I may not get into a full trade, but I'm always looking at how things move and just trying to learn the habits of different currencies that move in the market. So never just close yourself off. I will say take time and learn a single pair. My single pair is GJ that I've started and I actually learned, and I'm still learning a lot of how it moves because there's seasons to every pair. Seasons when it slows down and goes crazy, seasons when it ranges, seasons when it trends really well. So you have to know your pair that you're going to trade. It may do some fake outs that you might be used to at certain levels and things like that. Certain types of news that pushes it or pulls it down. You just have to learn your pair in and out. It's like a relationship. But no, just saying that we have news coming up at 8:30, 8:20. Let's see. We have 8:20 news coming up, and that is concerning. I'm gonna look on this screen because my eyes, I actually need to have my glasses on, but I don't. But on this screen at 8:10, this yellow folder, FOMC, and then 8:15, same, Bowman's gonna speak. And then at 8:20 we have red folder, so that's when Chair Powell speaks, and he's with the Feds. So we may see some movement in between probably 7:30, which is now, and about 8. I'd say clearing about 9 o'clock. You should see a little form of where the direction of the market could be heading. So getting back on our charts, I have the moving average. This is the 200 today, just because I'm on the 4 hour. We have a lot of green here, and we've been trending on the upside since about September 11th. So September 11th, EU has been on an uptrend. It's made higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, we've had some nice retracements, but overall it is on an uptrend, and it continues to be on an uptrend. Now, what's going to go on with today is that sometimes, and a lot of times, news pushes, if it's going to, do a reverse, if the market's going to reverse and start going into a different direction, news can push it that way. And a lot of times that is what happens. So when we have a lot of red folder news or Fed news or something like that, I'll hold off getting into a trade pre-market, because y'all know I like my pre-market trades. By the time the market opens, I'm usually done trading, or I'm usually in a trade and I'm waiting for it to finish off by the time the market opens. So it just depends on how you trade, what's comfortable for you, what works for you and your lifestyle. I will tell y'all that I am getting into liking the swing of it. So intraday and swing, I'm trying to get into that as well. Just kind of sowing my wild oats with the Forex thing. And then once I have a certain, some goals and deadlines that I have to meet within my Forex strategy and routine, and then I'll try and start learning how to merge futures in, because I really love trading gold. And there's some key things that you will know about futures that's different from Forex that could be an advantage to you. So stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, turn the notification bells on, and I'll continue to bring you my journey. Has it been easy? No. I've been trading since 2021, and it has been a journey, to say the least. But I've enjoyed it. It's been a struggle at times. I had someone hit me up talking about giving up. This is not something that's overnight. You can't do something for a year and then if you're not successful, just give up on it. Just make sure you put your tough skin on, because Forex, it requires a lot from you, and it requires that you do what's needed in order for you to be successful in the market, because they don't make it to where it's easy for us in the market. We are retail traders, and we are on the bottom of who should be making profit and pulling from the market on a regular basis. And if you want this to be your thing, if you want to have a lifelong advantage to trading, you have to stick through it, no matter how it looks, no matter whether you're winning or losing. If you stay at it, that is the difference between you winning and losing as a trader. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you're having trouble, if you're struggling, if you're having difficulties in just finding your edge, take a break if you need to. Don't quit. We've all been there, and I just want to stress the importance of being resilient and consistent. So moving right along, I'm looking at EU, GU today, and GJ. So I start on the 4-hour chart, typically, everyone, and I am looking, because there was a trend that I was actually looking at on the 4-hour. So it made a higher high, higher low. I'm looking for it to break here, and it may even break down to the liquidity down here. So we may have a big retracement on here, or a reversal if it breaks the moving average. If it breaks all these other levels and the moving average, I'm going to look for that to start changing trend. If you drop down to the lower time frame, on the 1-hour time frame, it did not go all the way up here, because there's still liquidity sitting at the top of this supply zone. So it didn't go here yet, but we don't have the volume we need yet, and the news has not come. So as you know, news can spike, and it meet every gap or imbalance there is with just one move during news especially. So let's stay tuned and continue to watch EU. I am going to continue to go with the trend until proven otherwise. There's some imbalances up here on the 30-minute chart that it could go. So I would not be surprised if it goes up and it continues on the trend, or if it goes to fill these zones and start to go down. So right now I'm in the middle of not making a decision, and it's okay not to make a decision, just waiting and watching. And as long as you have your strategy and you know when to get in, when certain things hit, then you're fine. So that's where I am on EU. On GU is kind of like the same thing, but what I did do on GU is I put a fib. And guys, before I put this fib on, this candlestick that's printed now, the 4-hour candle left a wick here showing rejection of this area. So as you can see, there is a golden zone right here that I marked up on my fib. Let me turn it a different color. And I'm actually excited about this trade because it's kind of how can I change the color? Hold on, y'all. Okay, there I go. So it's kind of meeting the demands of, okay, so you see this black area here? That was the golden zone. It rejected off that golden zone and it's going down. And I would think it'd go down to the area here. So let's see. And this is on GU. Stand by. Okay, pardon me, everyone. But on the GU pair, I'd marked this zone up. We have not. We at the time didn't have any of the red candles. This could merely be a retracement, but the way that it's setting up, we'll continue to watch. It hit the golden zone. It is trending above the EMA, so I'm gonna still sit and wait to see. There's some liquidity here at the bottom where it's supposed to run its course, and dropping down on the lower time frame, we have a big bearish candle. And then on the, let me change my EMA to a lower EMA so I can do 50 candles. So on that 50 EMA that I typically use on the lower time frame, it is starting to run in through that. So with news, we want to see if it is going to continue to push up, because the trend on GU as well as the other pairs currently is still on the upside. You typically don't want to go against the trend if it's trending until you have confirmation that the trend is changing. Whether you use support and resistance, whether you use supply and demand, whether you use just pure price action, watching candlesticks and how they open and close, you still do not take these trades unless there's a confirmation that there's a change. And with news being into play, you have to be really careful with that. And there's a lot of people who love to trade news, so it just depends on where you at. So basically I would see if we can get the news here. Okay, so on GU, same sentiment. I am still biased on a uptrend. It is showing some reversal properties, but we are going to sit and wait until that is confirmed, basically. So that's where we are in the market today with GU. And then we're going to go over to GJ. So GJ is on an uptrend as well. I would be taking buys, but due to this liquidity area right in here that just got tapped into, it's going to grab that liquidity, and we have to decide if it's going to continue up or if it is going to reverse, dropping down to the lower time frames. We really just don't have any confirmation. It is riding on the moving average for support. So we need to see that support either break or hold. So that's where I am with the market this morning. I'll continue to watch the news. For those of you that are trading, continue to be great. Hang in there. I just wanted to bring this video to you just so you know when I get up in the morning what I'm looking for and how I look for those things, and always tapping into the news and what's going on, current events for today. You know, the election's coming up. That's going to have a big play into everything as well. And then the end of the year. Some people trade all year and then they stop trading the month of December or before or around that time. So whatever works for you works for you. There's no right or wrong, but make sure you stick to your rules. That's the only time you are violating any rules in trading or any kind of currency exchange. So that's all I have for y'all today, y'all. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to me. It is a pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to grow with you. And until next time, peace.